Welcome to my world. I'm Suzanne Ridgway and welcome back to my channel. We are going to focus on my bathroom only today. The past few days I have been deep cleaning this dingy old bathroom. We've been organizing it and deep cleaning it to the best of my ability. I've gotten behind the toilet, cleaned the bin to the left as well as the shelf above the toilet and everything on it. We wiped it down. Now we're going to do some final touches on the bathroom before we give you a bathroom tour of all the organization that I've done in here to house everything we need in this tiny space. If you're new, look for that subscribe word and smash on it. Thank you everyone for coming back to my channel. I appreciate each and every one of you. At the end of the video, we'll talk about some giveaways. We're going to shine up the faucets. I deep cleaned them yesterday and touched them up this morning. Got this old toothpaste my kid does not like. Just because it has a character on it doesn't mean they're going to like it. We learned that the hard way as parents. Going to scrub it down, give it a new sheen using the toothpaste. It has baking soda in it and it's minty fresh, which will make it smell nice in here. I've just started using the toothpaste throughout certain areas of my bathroom to get an extra clean and shine with things. My bathroom is very old and dingy and the tub is embarrassing. Now we're on to the top part of the sink here. I'm going to just scrub the grout a little bit and then spray it with the bang. The bang is almost empty and we're going to use it elsewhere in the sink. Going to get some of this grime up as best as I can. The person that lived here before me never did anything in the bathroom. Now we're on to the soap dish. And you're going to have to use a little bit of elbow grease in the bang and just scrub really well. Everything gets soap scum. I hate soap scum. It's very irritating and it's hard to get off. So I'm going to use my thumb a little bit and then just work my way around it, scrubbing as I go along with the hot water. Not too hot so you don't burn yourself. I'm going to see if I can find a better soap dish next time I'm in the Dollar Tree and it's nice and clean. Now we're going to change camera angles and focus on the little drain. Down here you can see my hand and the toothbrush. I'm just going to scrub in it and get all the grime up. It got black, the toothbrush, rinsing it as I use it. It got a lot of stuff up. You should clean these drains often because they get gunky and can clog your drain if they get too gunky. Just going to go around it where I see gunk. There's a little hole here, if you see where my hand is, that I've been maintaining since I discovered it from watching YouTube. I didn't even know we had one. And we fixed the camera angle so you can see. Just scrub around, rinsing it as I need it. A lot of dirt and grime in there. And I'm going to wipe it out clean and spray it and just dump about a tablespoon left of the bottle into the drain. Moving right along, deep cleaning the sink further. Gonna do a few things more here. Got a cup. The rest of that bang, just pour in the drain. And I poured it into the little hole here with a cup. Nothing fancy. And then some hot water. It's reduced the smells coming up from the basement into my bathroom. A lot of the smells come from your basement. Nothing fancy, just a little bit of hot water with a cup. Now I'm going to wipe it out and focus on the next task. And then we'll clean up the sink. I have multiple rags. This used to be an old beach towel, but my kid didn't want to get rid of it. So my kid cut it down into rags for cleaning, which was a really great idea. Now we have a bunch of rags and I didn't have to buy them. We just repurposed an old towel. This bottle is going to be repurposed. We're going to fill it with my cleaner for my next cleaning video. I have refill bottles of the Bang. focus on the pile of rags from the old beach towel that my kid cut up. I'm going to fold them up. It ends up a hot mess. And there's no real science to this. You just need to stay on top of it and take a couple times a week to spend a few minutes folding it and organizing it if you don't want an eyesore when you walk into the bathroom. It is on the bottom shelf, but when you're sitting down on the toilet or cleaning low to the ground, you'll see it and it screams at you, "Fold me." When something screams at you in the bathroom, that means it needs attention and you need to take care of it. I try to declutter and organize in here at least once or twice a week for 15 minutes, and then I do deep cleans in the fall and the spring. We are currently doing our fall cleaning so I can enjoy the fall festivities once September hits. Then mid-September we're going to decorate with my fall decorations that we organized about 3 months ago and do a full house tour. I like to do full house tours in the fall and Christmas time. Just going to touch up this part because they stay pretty neat. My husband's notorious for just shoving stuff in places and not putting them away neatly. He just does it quickly and doesn't think. I'm going to get all these back into the bin. It's a gray locker from the Dollar Tree. It's a dry erase one. You can just write on it if you have to label it. We don't label. My family won't read them anyway. So it's just being frugal, not purchasing them unless I use them for crafts. I do have some for crafting. Now we're going to put the bin back and go to the next task within the bathroom here. I've been down for a second. The heat finally broke in New York State. We have had 22 days of 90 degrees or warmer. I'm going to wipe down these bottles. For some reason, bottles just get really dusty in this bathroom. Sometimes a little bit of black on them. So we're wiping them clean because when you're cleaning yourself, you don't want to touch a yucky, gross bottle. Just wipe them down, give them a little bit of TLC, then put them back into the bathroom shower where they belong. I don't show the shower too often because of the fact this bathroom is very old and dingy and needs a revamp. I'm going to wipe down at the surface here, get it cleaned up for the day, and we're going to head over to the toilet. A couple of things here on the toilet that I want to do. I have a stain stick that I picked up from Dollar Tree. The stain stick is carbone. I'm going to just take it and scrub it. I stockpile these. I have one for the bathroom toilet and one for the laundry and one for other areas in the home. It is a stain stick and it removes stains. So take that stain stick and rub it on hard areas of your toilet because it has a little scrubby pad and it scrubs really well. Later in the day, I'm going to have my husband lift up the flaps. I can't seem to figure out how to do it, and he's going to lift them up for me so I can clean underneath them. You should do that a couple of times a year. Get a good grip because once it gets wet and slimy from the solution, it's going to be hard to hold the bottle. Just take your cleaning rag and wipe it. Wipe it nice and clean. And then we're going to do the inside of the toilet with another special trick that I've learned from watching YouTube as well as research on Pinterest. I'm a big fan of Pinterest. I've been on Pinterest since it started, like Facebook. And we have almost 300,000 pins from cleaning to recipes and everything in between. So follow us on Pinterest if you like us here on YouTube and you like us on Facebook. Don't forget to like the page and join our group. There are links in my brand new description box down below. I'm taking that stain stick, rubbing it a little further before we show you the other little trick that we've learned. I'm going to wipe it and get this toilet squeaky clean for the day. It's always nice to start your day with a fresh toilet. I am the first one up, other than our little gerbil who's eating breakfast. I fed her. She's old and doesn't like to eat. Now I have this toothpaste that we used in the sink. Wash that toothbrush. I don't really care if I don't wash it though because it's going right in the toilet, getting rinsed and getting put away. Just take your toothbrush and scrub the sides and underneath it where your brush doesn't get. I never thought to do this before, and my grandmother would be thrilled that I'm becoming very thorough and even more domesticated than I have been. Sometimes it's a little hard to hold the brush. Just get a good grip on it and get that stain stick and rub it further for extra cleaner. You're going to just rub along all the stained areas. You can take a Brillo pad too and rub that on hard stained areas from hard water and other gunk. And just scrub under the rim all the way around. And you're going to take that rag and wipe it clean. Look at all that grossness that came up. The toothbrush is blackened from that. You just soak the toothbrush when you're done and put it away for your next use. A great idea to use your toothpaste. It has baking soda in it and it's minty fresh, so it leaves a nice fresh scent. The toothpaste my kid did not like, and as I mentioned, just because it has a character on it doesn't mean your child will like it. And you want them to enjoy the toothpaste, get them to brush and brush often. The toothbrush that I'm using after a few uses will be discarded. I have a ton of toothbrushes and you can pick them up relatively cheap at the Dollar Tree, sometimes an 8-pack for $1.25, and they have name brand toothbrushes. We have a Dollar Tree Halls players list, a Clean With Me players list, and other players lists for you to enjoy. We do Dollar Tree empties reviews too, so you know what to look for and have an idea of how good the product is when you go to Dollar Tree. On to the trash can. I'm going to lift it out and then we're going to rinse it out. I'm going to rinse out in the tub since we deep cleaned the sink and I don't want to get it dirty. Rinse out the garbage can often as needed or a couple times a month. Now we're going to put the bag back. I don't get store bags anymore. Our governor outlawed them, which was stupid because I use my garbage bags for everything everywhere in the house. I'm going to bunch up the bag into bunny ears and we're going to tie it up on the side so it doesn't slip in or out of the basket while in use. You get a good grip on it and just loop it like you would tie your shoe and push the bag in. And now the bag is ready for the day, and this one will go to the trash can later this morning. Now we're going to take care of the towels here in the 4 cube, which by the way I picked up at Walmart.com. We have a 6 cube in the dining area that houses our shoes that used to be in a hot mess. Whenever you come upstairs, they were just thrown everywhere. The beach towels are going to get put away. We may go to the beach one more time this summer, or at least to the waterfall nearby and swim there. I'm going to roll them up into a ball because they fit more this way, and then get them back in. The one beach towel stays because my kid likes to use it for their showers. And you just repeat the process until they're all into the square, until all the towels are folded up. Little finishing touches within your bathroom to keep things looking nice and neat and organized, so when you come in it's not an eyesore or screaming at you for attention. Always take care of little things throughout the week on a daily basis and your home will stay organized. And I'm just going to touch up a few more things, and these towels will go into the back store area for the next time we swim or next summer. Now for a tour of my dingy bathroom. We did a lot in here in the past few days. We worked on the sink as well as the drain in the sink. Touched it up. I just noticed a little spot, so I'm going to get rid of it. So the sink is ready for the day. Shined up the faucet. Clean the soap dish, which you should do often. And we've been taking care of that little hole there and keeping the drain maintained. Over at the toilet, we've been deep cleaning this as well. And later I'm going to have my husband lift the flaps up because I can't get them up and I want to clean underneath them. I've been on a cleaning spree, getting my fall cleaning done. We did the floors and I put the Lazy Susan down there to keep the plunger and a brush off the floor to keep the floor clean longer. And you should clean back here at least 2 to 3 times a month instead of just the fall and the spring. And I'm really laxated about that, and I punish myself when I finally do clean it. And I did the opposite side as well. It's a very old bathroom and house. The house is 140 years old. We did all the shelves. on my rack from Walmart in-store, and the bins were from the Dollar Tree. We wiped them out and wiped all the bottles, and we downsized and decluttered. This was gross, and I cleaned it and wiped it down and put everything back. We did a lot in here. The rug was washed, and the garbage can was emptied. The floors were done. The cube was done. I touched up the towels. Don't forget to smash on that subscribe word. This Lazy Susan really keeps it clutter-free, and my little shelf that I made with hangers has a home for stuff that otherwise wouldn't. We did the shower curtains, washed them, my husband did, and we took that apart and deep cleaned it. And those windows were blackened and they were gross, and I scrubbed them and put up new curtains because the curtains needed to be thrown away. They were nasty. The medicine cabinet, deep cleaned. Did it shelf for shelf. I noticed I gotta touch that up again. The tray. The tray's from Dollar Tree. They house all the toothbrushes. Put them in there so everybody has their own tray. We did the mirror with Windex. Organized all the little bottles and cleaned all the shelves. Mirror looks nice. Later, I'm gonna have my husband do the top of that mirror. That's my shelf from the Dollar Tree with the R pumpkin and rabbit. It stays there all year. It gets dusty up there, so I do it 2 to 3 times a year to keep it clean. I keep peppermint bags throughout the bathroom to keep spiders at bay. This is a hidden gem from Dollar Tree. If you find one, grab them. They're awesome. They're over door hooks. Did the doorknobs and the light fixtures as well. Did a lot in the bathroom here. The pour cube looks nice. It doesn't scream, take care of me when you walk in here. And before we go, we issue out gift cards every 100 subscribers. We just issued out a few, and we just gave away a 5 items prize pack from the Dollar Tree. You must be subscribed and a U.S. resident. We're looking for 20 people to give out one 5 items prize pack from the Dollar Tree, valued at $6.25. All the rules are in my description box down below. If you won the past 60 days, you have to wait out 60 days. If your name is called and you don't answer within 2, you'll be disqualified. Our email to contact us is countryboots1268@yahoo.com. Also available in my description box with other useful links and all of our players lists for you to enjoy. Binge watch them and binge watch them often. You can also contact the Facebook page. Please give it a like and join our groups. And thank you so much for watching.